Well, and Billy Donovan in the pregame presser kind of mentioned that there's been two. Oh!
Right down Broad Street for two. This starting five has actually started a couple of games together back in December, and they split those two. Joel Embiid, welcome back. Jones, his fouls, and they're going to count the bucket as well. So it's Omaha. Here's Giddey. A little one-handed floater. Josh Giddey coming off a 15 points, 13 assist performance in Monday's big win over Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets in Chicago.
Yeah, despite the turnover in Chicago, he has had a stellar season as Giddey, as Joel responds with that.
And fresh going into a postseason. Here's Embiid once again. His body and Richards all the way down on the low block.
Yeah, they're not going to send any help.
That's what Nick would like to know too.
Just saying, it's discouraging. The ego takes a hit.
Embiid, fantastic start tonight, and it continues. What a start for the big fella. Perfect 5 for 5. He's got a dozen.
In case you don't know, I'm back. That's basically what Joel is saying.
Do you think he faxed it? Like Michael back in the day as Richards hammers it.
And you can see there the addition of
Edgecombe. A little 9-2 Sixers run. 16-9 Sixers. 5 minutes gone in our first quarter. Giddey around it.
Can't be surprised that they're running to those spots.
Great ball movement here from the Sixers. Embiid with his third three.
With the same form, and then you ask him to change it in the middle of the season. That is a big ask, and for him to handle it, look at that.
Right on cue, showing off that sweet jumper.
Straight up and down, elbows in, the shoulders squared. He gives it the best chance each and every time. Look at this finish.
Somehow, Sexton, Embiid doubles, scoops it over to Edwards. Shot clock at 4. Edwards found some space on the baseline.
Yeah, and slippery move too. Got past the initial defender. And then
Embiid into the blue paint. The runner, no.
Good
Barlow,
rebound.
great rebound by Dominic. And Edwards pays it off from beyond the arc. Any cracks you'd like to make after that comment?
No, they just lost their coach,
out.
so right now they're looking for a new coach. I wish them all the best. It takes time to adjust to get back, but he is no mere mortal.
This guy making his return tonight, too, and laying it up and in. Paul George for 2. Still looking for his first points tonight. Picked up the foul there. Campaign off the bonus screen, and Payne has another triple.
Looked around to see if any of his teammates were open, kept it himself, and launched the 3.
So Chicago now 3 of 17 from 3. Watford can't get the runner to go, but Bona there for the tap-in.
Oh, coaches still use them. I don't know if it's a chalkboard, but it's the
dry erase.
Yeah, it's the
board.
Same kind of premise, same idea.
Giddey banks it in.
Yeah, technically not a chalkboard.
Kids these days just don't have to go through the things we did as children.
You used to get it in your fingernails. Right. It was all nasty.
And hearing, like, take a weird stroke. Trendon Watford spinning in for 2.
Nice drop step. We talk about silver linings with injuries. One of the silver linings is you learn how to play without the big fella, and you get better and more confident individually and collectively.
What passing by the Sixers. Embiid to George to Barlow for the jam. Couldn't finish the layup. Yeah. Looked very sharp last night. Gershon, rim rocking for the Bulls.
Yeah.
He's got 9. Josh Giddey with 11 to lead the way for Chicago. Sexton with 8 off the bench. Edwards around the Embiid screen. And the mid-range falls for J.E.
Nice soft touch.
Grimes to a cutting Barlow. Kicking out.
Good movement.
Nice ball movement by the Sixers. Quentin Grimes from downtown.
Yeah, that's Dominic too.
Barlow, look at this ball movement once again. Not even hitting the ground. Grimes with a finger roll finish.
Well, and it's important that the ball movement happens because that means the defense is also moving, and that leaves gaps open. Quentin able to see one and take advantage quickly.
So again, just to finish that earlier thoughts, go to the Sixers Youth Foundation website as Buzelis connects from out in Philadelphia. Edgecombe another rebound.
Yeah, pretty decent ball movement from the Bulls too, just resulting a little different.
PJ rattles in the tray. Doing it all.
Yep.
Buzelis answering right back for Chicago.
Yeah, the Bulls are not going to...
Of the first. PG for 3.
Good offense. Spotting up in the corner. They were going to him. Oh.
Speaking
Wow.
of nice offense, a beautiful.
You see the good action across the elbow, the screen by Joel, freeing up PG.
Giddy behind the back to Okoro for three.
Yeah, and that's what Isaac can do as well as defend. He is in PG, rotating over nicely.
Williams the drive and kick. And Okoro with another three. Bulls a dismal three-point shooting first half. Embiid with the hammer!
No time to let up right now. He can't allow the Bulls any kind of comfort here.
Touch pass. Edgecombe for three!
Trying to get that high-low.
Double comes. Edgecombe from outside off the beautiful pass for
BJ wide open to size that one up with time as well.
You mention it. We're going to keep mentioning the gravity that Joel has on the court as Williams rattles in the three. Grimes downhill, up and in.
Out of bounds, hence the foul call.
Good work by our crew. Zach Zarba, Bill Kennedy, Eric Lewis. Joel Embiid.
Up ready to catch it, but PG caught it before.
Grimes with a steal. VJ scoops it ahead to him. Quinton, the no-look to DB for the flush. PG, top of the key for three.
Yeah, you started everything on both ends of the floor, and as we always note, plays hard all the time. Good move.
Miller putting it up and in, the third-year player out of Canada.
Quick move, too, attacking the rim was Miller.
George catch and shoot on the baseline, and PG gets a friendly roll. He's got 15.
Path of the ball to the cup.
And Dillingham sneaks it up and in.
Quick move from Dillingham.
Edwards splitting the free throws.
And they're changing ends quickly.
Sexton up and in. Embiid with 33.
You will be a very effective player. I'm reminded of Larry Bird. Larry Bird would dissect defenders with that move.
Pretty
Important for whoever is out on the floor now to continue to play 0-0.
Just like that.
The 4 quarters here tonight.
More active hands on that closeout. PG, so good at the mid-range. PG from the elbow.
You want him to head into the locker room and then get to his car and head home feeling really buoyant and confident right now about his game.
George, oh yeah! In the first couple of minutes of this frame. Now trying to slow down Jones. Dillingham off. And a number of guys battling for that. Great inbounds play. Giddy finding Jones there for the finish.
Yeah, it was by the Seattle Supersonics against the Seattle Supersonics.
That's what I figured.
In 1967, and I mentioned that only because the NBA approved.
PG on a heater in this fourth quarter. Jones the rebound. And an easy finish for Miller. But you can hear this crowd wanting PG to get more. Joel has 35 tonight. Not going to see Joel again. And there they go. Payne having another great night off the bench. 5 of 8 from 3.
Lob.
Quentin Grimes finishing that in from Payne.
Yeah, great back.
Zealous. Yeah, we know he can do that.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Yep. Drummond, the former Bull, with the rebound.
Good look.
Jabari Walker from the corner for 3.
Catch and look opposite. That's
This is Miller for 3. Just climbing the record books. Where's Kyle? Where's Kyle? There he is. Kyle Lowry for 3! Happy 40th birthday to the Philly native Kyle Lowry. And happy win number 40 on the season.